I yeah. So let me introduce myself and then
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been working here for last 2 months. I'm working as a principal engineer here. So I work for multiple teams. So that's all about myself. And coming to the sonotype actually. So we to sonotype help the client to mitigate the risks. So client have a lot of issues with the open source vulnerabilities, right? So they could able to with a sonotype they could able to identify the vulnerabilities and they could able to fix those things and they could able to even we sonotype helps them to the resolve those risks those vulnerabilities.
Okay.
So and also more sonotype have a different products. So known products are like Maven Central is Maven is a sonotype product and also Nexus Repo that also sonotype product. So that's all about the sonotype. Uh, so yeah, coming back to your introduction, Kirk. So you plus brief about yourself first, then we would go for the interview, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So could you open your screen?
Open my ID.
Yeah, and open. Yeah, just present your screen
Yes, sure.
and open open any ID, any, not ID, any text pad or anything, any text.
Okay. Now, could you see my screen? Okay.
Open any text pad or anything. Uh, so, uh, so I wanted you to, test on your coding skills. So how comfortable you are in coding?
Sorry.
How comfortable you are in coding.
Yeah, I'm comfortable in coding. Mostly time I have work on backend side in Java. So yeah, I'm comfortable.
So, how much you can rate of yourself out of 10 in
Surrounding
backend
seven.
as well as
Mm-hmm. Could you please
10
continue?
as well as the front end only.
Front end, I'm not too much comfortable because mostly time I have work in the backend side only. So in the
Okay.
backend side, if you will ask me rating, so yeah, I can give around 7.5 out of 10.
So in front end, any little experience you have?
Yeah, little bit I have means around in 1 year I have work on Angular.
Uh, Angular, which version?
That time I was in Gap, so I have work in the Angular. So that time I have work. I think there was some one point something. I think I forget the version. Rounding
Okay, open the text pad, not this. So close this.
this one.
Hmm. Okay. So yeah, I would like you to write a code
Hmm.
uh, to reverse a string.
Reverse script. Okay.
String. It's a DSA question.
Mm-hmm.
So you just write code to reverse a string
Mm-hmm.
without using any predefined methods.
Okay. So without predefined, can I use Java 8 features or like normally in if else condition?
No, not Java feature. So you have to write a plain Java
Mm-hmm.
without any predefined methods like a reverse string reverse or something.
Yes, yours.
You don't need to write a main and all. Just write a method which method or statements which is inside the method.
Yeah, sure.
So please share your please switch on your camera.
Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot.
Okay.
Now I is your
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So move on to the next question. So that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I have a requirement that is I have a list of users.
okay list of users.
So that users is actually part of some game. So the user have has so the points uh, less than ten thousand will be beginner, and between 1K to 10K is intermediate, and greater than 10K is advanced. So user, let's say user is part of a game. User have a username and user. See user this I have provided in the chat. So user object contains let's say username and pass username user details are along with that. let's say think about the bonus user object contain user ID, comma, bonus or what do you call or points. So users have a points. So this I was talking about the points. So if the points are less than 1,000, it is beginner, and between 1,000 to 10,000 intermediate, or more than 10,000 advanced. So if I wanted to uh, classify this thing, I wanted to get a subcategory of this. You have to you will be provided with a list, and you have to get all these sub lists. So by using a Java 8 features like streams or filter or anything. So just write a program to get all these details, all these three different lists, sub lists.
Okay.
Yeah.
So firstly, we want to take a list of the user, right? Like user ID and points, and group
Mm-hmm.
them into three
Group them
sub
into,
list,
yeah.
right? By level.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to write the fully code, and may I write only the logic only?
On logic.
Logic only we can write, no?
And that whatever you have provided list, right? From list you have to start.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, let's proceed to the other question. So, what is your um, you know, the what is your day-to-day job? I mean, what you are actually doing? When it's primarily building a backend site.
uh, in my organization, right?
Hmm.
Daily activities. So, like normally in my organization, there is the sprint going on. So, one sprint is only
Hmm.
14 days. So, like in the starting.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So actually, so I was asking that what is exact work? Like, I mean, that you are working for the backend side mostly, right?
Hmm.
So, yeah. So while you are building a backend, so what kind of backend it is? It is a monolith or microservice?
Uh, Previous company I have also worked in the monolithic, and now I am working mostly time in the microservices.
Okay. So what do you see the like? I mean, what is the difference between the microservice? Like, what is
So
the difference
monolithic,
between
we
microservice and
can
monolithic?
say
Do you see
like
that?
every class we are making in the single project. Okay, and in the monolithic we need to write the XML file also. But in the microservices we will divide our project in the single pieces, single microservices. So we can use the
Mm-hmm.
different database also. We can use the different coding also. So this is the benefit to us. And in the microservices, like in the single microservice services will down, so it will not all microservices will be down, but in the monolithic one part will be down, fully application will be down.
Okay. You have any cloud experience?
Azure I have used.
Mhm. Yeah, you have that. Okay. Um, okay. So, what is the advantage of Spring Boot over a regular Spring framework?
Yeah, so in the Spring Boot is also the good feature, means advanced feature of the Spring. Like you are using, we are using the Spring, so there we will write the XML files. And in the Spring Boot, we can use
Hmm.
the like some advanced features like dependent starter dependency we can use, and Tomcat server we can use, and there is the dependency management server setup,
Mhm.
and we can use the actuator for the monitoring our application in the Spring Boot.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, so, okay. So, can you name a few annotations you have used in Spring Boot?
Spring Boot, I have used the at the rate service layer, at the rate controller, at the rate repository. I have used at the rate bean. I have used entity classes. I have used at the rate entity. At the rate configurations also I have used. I have at the rate qualifier. I have used at the rate primary. I have used.
Okay. 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 At primary. Okay. What is the use of at primary?
At the rate primary, like we have a three. We have a multiple beans. We have a, and you can use a, as a default. So we can use the at the rate primary.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. So let's say mm, I wanted to uh, so load the beans in a particular order into the context. How I can do that?
Uh, Load the beans in the
Means to
particular manner, right?
context. So let's say I have a different beans actually. Different beans I have created. So obviously, if you are actually using at the rate of bean, then it actually object will be created by Spring container, and then that load into the context, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I if I wanted to enforce in the particular order, so what is the how you make sure that how you make that?
So, like for first, it will like on main application content. So create by Spring Boot, it will, and other like child content here. So firstly, it will load up. It will you want to manually get a specific being like at the rate auto wire
Mm.
and load as multiple. We can say
Okay. Okay. It's okay. So what is the bean life cycle in the Spring typically?
yeah. So bean life cycle, we can say like it will firstly it will want the it will manage the dependency injection life cycle,
Uh-huh.
and when we are using the at the rate auto wire, so it will load the dependency injection, and
Uh-huh.
so we can all first in init method, and we will call the init method, and it will call only one times, and after
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
all custom utilize method utility method, sorry, and it is called
Mm-hmm.
anytime, and in the last it will use the destroy method. Yeah.
Okay. So do you heard about uh, setter injection, constructor injections,
Yeah, SATA injection, and yes.
construction? So what is the difference between those things and what do you prefer? What is the best way of injecting the object?
So we will prefer constructor injection
Hmm.
because we can easily test it, and
Hmm.
so we are using constructor injection mostly time, and in that time
Hmm.
we can create the constructor, and we will give the field and pass the variables here inside the constructor, and for the setter dependency are inject using setter method after creation.
Hmm. Okay. So you have experience in Hibernate framework, right? So what is the advantage of Hibernate?
Hibernate, like in the my Spring Boot in my application, we are using the JPA repository. So application will be fast here when we are using the Hibernate application, and it is a ORM framework object, and there is the SQL query. So we are using the it will hidden.
Okay. So how to write a how to run a native queries by using how to give a native query to Hibernate
We can use
or Hibernate.
query,
Hibernate.
at the rate query we can use.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. How to give a custom parameters?
Custom parameter
So
we
I
can
want.
pass the inside the param, at the rate param we will
Hmm.
use, and pass
Okay.
these parameter inside at like
Hmm.
at the rate param, and
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Have you used Hibernate template?
hibernate, sorry.
So so there are two ways to interact with the uh, we're using Hibernate. So one is repo, one is template.
Yes.
Okay, so move on. Okay, so you have experience in do you know the SQL commands, right? You know how to write a queries.
Yes.
So I have a requirement to write a query, which is actually I've given an employee and also employee employee has employee ID and employee name, employee salary, employee department.
Hmm.
So think of that like that. And also you also given department contains department ID and department name. So I wanted to write a query where so I wanted to fetch the all the uh, employees. No, I want to fetch a say the employee who has a high salary from each department.
For
So you
each
have given an employee,
okay.
you have given employee table, and you have also given a department table. And department ID is a foreign key in the employee table. Okay, so that means there is an association between the employee um, and department. So now, so as I have many employees data in employee table, so with the salary details and who has association to department. So now I wanted to create a query which fetches the highest salary employees from every department.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I explain this query?
Yeah, sure. So here I'm taking the like employee we can say in the we are selecting the all columns or from the employee column, so it will select all column like star we are using, so from the employee table and given in the as a all columns we can say. And uh, after that I am taking from the EPM side, employee side each, so each employee side there is the sub query where I am using the select max salary, so it will find the only maximum salary from the employee side. Their bare deployment is equal to the departments from the department it will take.
So you're actually fetching the max salary from employee table where okay department equal to
E
e dot
department. Yeah.
e e okay e is the outer query okay e dot department. So from every department max salary are
It will
fetching
print the
okay.
name, department, and salary.
So okay select so your salary equal to this.
So
Okay. Okay. So you mentioned you have experience into the Spring security and availability and etc. So
yeah.
so so what if I wanted to? Now I want you to provide us security to APIs. So then what is your approach? And how you make sure that your APIs are secured?
Yeah. So in my application, for the security, I have used the dependency, and so in our case, we can use the JWT token. Like client will hit our application, so it will give the token. So for this, it we will add the dependency firstly, and after that we will create a utility. Sorry, JWT utility class here, and after that in our we will pass the username, password, like expiration, which how many time it will expire, and timing we will provide, and
Uh-huh.
there is the three types: header, signature, and payload.
Okay.
So we have pass token inside the header, and authorization for the authorization barrier, and so we will pass here, and after some time it will expiry the token. So
Okay.
mm,
Okay. Mm, okay. So you also having experience in servlets as well.
sorry,
Servlets.
servlet, yeah.
So which project you have experience in the servlets?
Servlet Servlet is a Java program that run on a server, and handle
Mm.
HTTP request and response.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I have a requirement where I wanted to. I have something like vehicle class. So vehicle class is super class. I have a car is a subclass, and let's say bus is another super class. So let's say I was just trying to uh, create an object of vehicle.
Create of object of vehicle, right?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, so I'm just giving it code. Okay, so this is the chart I posted. With AutoWare, I'm just creating instantiating a vehicle object. So this is actually because of the AutoWare, Spring container is going to instantiate the vehicle, right? So create the bean of this thing. But while creating the bean of this vehicle, but it has two implementations. So it should it either create a vehicle, it either create a car or bus. How you instruct in this same statement, you have to modify in such a way that uh, it has to pick the one out of this thing.
So in this case, we can use. So we need to use only one bean on this time, right?
Hmm.
So in that case, we can use at the rate qualifier here.
Okay. So let's say in the plain Java program, if I wanted to run something which is before even uh, constructor, invoking constructor. So what I should do to run some statement, that means if before even object creation, something should run. What should I do? Like something or some statements, I have to run some statements. What should I do to do that?
So you can use the instance initializer block or static block. We can use.
Mhm. Okay. Static block or static. Okay. So okay. Um. Okay. So if I wanted to invoke some something, what you can say is, mm, so how should I invoke an instance variable from the static methods? Is it possible? Instance variable from static methods.
Uh,
Can I do that
Instant
from the
variable
static
from the static variables, right?
static methods? Static method.
Math.
I wanted to invoke some instance variable, global instance variable.
So for it, we need to you need to object first here,
Mm-hmm.
because we can't call directly method without creating object.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
like a static method directly call of the class name, but instance method we need to create object for that.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
we need to
Mm.
first create the object for this class.
Okay. Okay. So what I should do if I wanted in some bean class, if I wanted to restrict some variable should not be part of a serialization. I mean, I should restrict to serialize that. What should I do?
We have to transient keyword here.
Mhm.
Transient keyword because
Okay. What is okay? What is the volatile and what is the instances? What kind of scenarios you have used? You're going to use the volatile.
in this case it is used like a visibility of the variable,
Mhm.
and it is visible for all threads, right? And it
Okay.
is a seen as a synchronization,
Mhm.
uh, as purpose main, I think. And synchronization also I want to give.
Not synchronization. So yeah, so you just yes, it's synchronization or whatever it is related to what related to volatile. I just wanted you to to give your understanding about volatile.
Yeah. So it is just like a visibility of the like any changes in the variable, so it is visible for all threads. So it is like visibility for all threads only.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. What is the scenario you use? So what is the why we need that volatile? Why we need visibility in all the threads? Any specific cases you can think of, or you have worked on these kind of scenarios?
So like uh, we have a lazy loading, so it will not synchronize. So that time we can use the synchronization. And so at the time we have to use volatile in the variable. So
Hmm.
it is like if you create any object at the time of the variable, so it is visible to the all threads. So
Hmm.
that's why we are using the volatile.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. So what is the coming back to front end? So you have a little experience in front end, right? So uh, do you know that? Have you do you know that what is this async and await in, in the plain JavaScript concept context as well? So in the JavaScript context, uh, do you know that what is async and await?
Async. Sorry,
Do
what?
you know how promises works? How async calls works?
Sorry, mostly. Sorry, I don't.
Okay,
Mostly time I have work. Mostly time backend side. So uh, front end side I have not too much work. So now I have not also not revision for the front end side also. But yeah, backend side mostly time I am working. So I have idea about basic and all of these. But front end side I am I have not revision also.
okay. Mm. Okay. So in cloud, right? Cloud you have experience.
Cloud I have.
Cloud, oh yeah. So you have experience in Azure, right?
Hmm.
Azure, so not AWS. So Azure, what kind of services? What services you have understanding or exposed to?
In the Azure, normally like there is the automatic deployment tool here. So like we have
Mm.
changes in our sprint and all of these. So we want to deploy our changes. So there is the we will
Mm.
make the jar file, and after that like there is the one automation tool. We have one by one we will put it and deploy it normally.
Okay. So Azure, you have that is the
The
deployment, right? Not,
CI/CD pipeline also. So I have used the Jenkins pipeline.
but that is Jenkins, right? It is which is running inside Azure,
Sorry,
which is running inside Azure, or
that's
Jenkins is.
it is part of the Jenkins
Mm.
CI/CD pipeline.
So any Azure services you have experience. Any services
Others
from Azure services.
like app services like host web application based APIs and
Hmm.
mobile backend easily we can. So we can use the app services.
Okay.
I
Uh,
don't remember.
you have an experience into an experience in AI coding tools,
AI.
AI coding tools like Cloud Code or Cursor
Yeah,
or
yeah. I have used the Copilot
uh,
also, and in the last time in the
Copilot.
EPAM, I was working in the Google client, so there is the one Ducky AI also. So I have used Copilot and Ducky also.
Which one? Ducky.
Ducky is a Google AI. Internally, we was using internally Google. Google was is my client, so I have used Ducky AI also. Ducky and Copilot.
Can you spell it?
It's like as a Copilot only, like. But in the Google inside the Google, sorry,
Can you spell it? Spelling.
Ducky.
Can you give a spelling of that? Ducky. Hmm.
Normally DUKE. I also don't sometimes remember. It's a Ducky.
Hmm.
DUKE. Actually, it is a I forget the name. Sorry, but it's internally in the Google. Now we are using the cider. We are not using the IntelliJ and all of these. So, like in the Google internal, there is the one tool as cider. So it is included inside the cider Ducky. So, like you are writing some code like as a like you are using the some coding. So automatically it will show you code as a copilot. So
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
normally we don't search too much,
Mhm.
so that's why it is included id. So
So you have an experience in context the prompt engineering, like using prompts to try to generate or vibe coding. So like you are writing your scenario, just it will produce the code like voice coding.
normally
Any
like
scenarios wise.
no, like we are writing any like coding, so it is review our coding also, like how many